It's good to be me. You are you. You are unique. Who you are is already enough. Life is simpler than you think. You can relax. Episode 5. You will not solve your problems by yelling at yourself. It struck me last week when I was playing tennis. I heard one of my friends shout, yes, shout, "Oh, will you stop doing that?" And in that moment I knew that she could only be talking to herself, because no one would speak to their tennis partner or even the opposition like that. Isn't it amazing how we think it's okay to yell at ourselves or criticise ourselves inside our heads in a way that we would never consider speaking to most other people? When I think about why I don't speak to other people like that, it's pretty clear. 1, it would be really unkind. 2, it's usually an overreaction and not particularly fair. And 3, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't get the result I wanted anyway. If I yell, "Oh, will you stop doing that?" at my tennis partner, will they stop doing it? Well, given that what they were probably doing was playing badly, I think the chances are it'll have the opposite effect. When someone yells at me, I usually play a whole lot worse than before, with a head full of upset, resentment, and everything else except tennis. If you think about it, we'd probably see that same effect in almost any area of our lives. But it's interesting to start noticing how much of the time we do this to ourselves. We can be constantly nagging ourselves to get better, and it can be about anything, criticising our own mistakes in any area, telling ourselves how hopeless we are and how everyone else is better. And it seems as if we think this is going to help. It doesn't really make any sense when you start to look at it like that. If it doesn't work when others shout at us, why is it going to be any different when we are the one doing the shouting? There will always be things we do that we're not happy with and that we think we could do better. But what if we were just to forgive ourselves and encourage ourselves to do a bit better next time, rather than all that yelling? What if we were kind and supportive, like we might be to our best friend, rather than telling ourselves what a useless failure we are? I think we might get some better results. As with many things we do, I think this habit of self-criticism is just based on a simple misunderstanding. We seem to think that if we don't remind ourselves about our mistakes and have a go at ourselves all the time about them, we'll never get better, that we'll keep making those same mistakes. But that doesn't look true to me. We're always doing the best we can in each moment, with whatever comes to us in that moment. Sometimes we can look at it afterwards and think that we might have come up with something better, but we didn't. So what if we just noticed what happened and then just moved on? What if we spoke encouraging words to ourselves inside our head, and outside if we really want to, and then just got on with our lives? I think what happens then is that we've got more attention to give to the next thing that comes along, whether it's the next tennis shot or the next conversation or the next question someone asks me. When we can just let our so-called mistakes fade immediately into the past and get on with the present, we're so much more likely to get a good outcome in this present moment. I wonder where in your life you find yourself yelling at yourself. Maybe it's to do with work or friendships or sport or something else. Do the words, "Why did you do that?" or "Why did you say that?" or "You're so stupid" sound familiar to you from inside your own head? What if your best friend spoke to you like that every day? I doubt they'd stay your best friend for much longer. What if you can be your own best friend and just be a bit kinder to yourself, safe in the knowledge that you're always doing the best you can, given what looks real in that moment, even if it didn't turn out quite how you planned? So maybe over the next few days, if you find yourself yelling out those capital letters in your head, you might just decide to stop and say a few kind and encouraging words instead. I wonder what you'll notice. That was It's Good to Be Me with Lizzie Paish. If you'd like to get regular email tips from me to help you live a happier life, or if you're a parent wanting to support your child, visit lizziepaish.com/podcast.